Hey guys, I'm Viper and welcome to my Malaysian Grand Prix preview. Now obviously we've had quite a hectic F1 season this year, sorry, and obviously the next round of the championship moves on to Malaysia. Now over the past probably decade and a half, past 15 years or so since it's been on the calendar, we've seen many different race winners and we've seen many different wins come through from different people. Michael Schumacher has a good race record here, we all know that. He's one of the best, if not the greatest. A lot of people will agree. One of the greats of Formula 1. Obviously, he won quite a few times at this track. Kimi Räikkönen got his maiden F1 victory here back in 2003, I believe it was, with Fernando Alonso scoring his first pole position of his career back that year on that race as well. So, good memories there for Alonso and for Räikkönen, of course. He made different types of races. The most memorable were probably like 2001, where both the Ferraris ended up going off the track when it started, when they had the monsoon, and ended up coming through to still win the race, despite being in like 5th and 15th at one time. They ended up coming through and winning, doing a 1-2, which was quite good to see and quite good racing back in those days, the V10 era or whatever it was. I think the V10 era back then. But yeah, like I said, the weather is always something to keep an eye on at this track, because obviously the weather itself, it's usually when it's been held, usually back in around March, April, which is when the race is usually held, instead of at the rear end of the calendar. The weather is quite, like I say, atrocious. It can be sunny one minute and it can be raining, like monsoon conditions, within a matter of minutes. So you really just don't know what you're going to get. Over the past few years, we've mainly seen the rain come in qualifying and not in the race. So with it being monsoon season back in like March, April, we don't know what to expect from this time, because we've never seen it at the rear end of the calendar. Maybe apart from 2000, which I think it was 2000 or 2001, I think, when it first came on the calendar. So, like I said, the track itself is quite technical and twisty. Lap time you're looking at around 1 minute 30 something, 1 minute 40 roughly. Obviously in the wet that goes up to about late 140s, early 150s. Lewis Hamilton won in 2014, and last year we saw Sebastian Vettel take his first victory for the Scuderia, if that's how you pronounce it properly. The Scuderia since joining Ferrari last year. So it was only his second race with Ferrari, and obviously got a win, so it was quite nice for Sebastian on that one. He has won in previous occasions, however in 2013 it was a bit controversial with the whole multi-21 and all that stuff. Now as for this year, who's going to win? Rosberg just doesn't look strong at this track. He never has done in the past few years, but that's to say he's had his fair share of luck at this track, I suppose, in the past decade. 2014 he finished second to Lewis, and Lewis just pulled away. Obviously Mercedes had an OP car in 2014. Then Ferrari played out a really good tyre management to finish the race and finish in first place for Sebastian to win the race. This year, probably going to be Mercedes domination again. I will not lie, it probably will be Mercedes domination. If Rosberg can pick up his glimmers of hope at this track and do well, then that'll be a good one for him, because it'll show that obviously past few races now he's done quite well, Lewis has done bad. So, like I said, this is where the championship is really going to unfold. Now, obviously, Rosberg's on a chargeback since coming back from, I think, 19 points down after the summer break. He's done quite well to do that in a couple of races, Monza, Belgium and Singapore. Not in that order, but anyway. Yeah, so he's done quite well, and it's starting to look like it's in Rosberg's favour now with the championship. But that's not to say Lewis can't stop him from winning it. So let's just see what happens. Like I said, the track's quite technical and twisty. As for predicting who's going to win, well, obviously that's going to be a murk, unless something spectacular happens, which, let's be fair, it probably won't happen. Yeah, qualifying wise, I'd probably have to say, for qualifying, I'd go for Lewis Hamilton on pole, Sebastian Vettel second and Rosberg third. And then for the race, probably I'd say Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel, and then probably Bottas and Ricciardo. Then maybe Raikkonen, Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, and 10th place Esteban Gutierrez, I'm going to say, for 10th. So yeah, a bit of a mixed up top 10 that one, but the usual Mercedes at the front, Ferrari and Red Bull and all that behind. But interesting, like I said, 4th place for Valtteri Bottas seems likeable. It's probable to me. I think it could happen, you just never know with it being Malaysia. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed, and be sure to hit that big subscribe button if you are new. And also make sure to comment down below your top 5 predictions, plus who you think will get pole position for this weekend's Grand Prix. Until next time, I've been Vibe Racing, you guys have been awesome watching, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ta-ra!